Hello everyone, my name's David Edgar. I'm the host of Heart and Hand, the Rangers podcast, and I'm joining you tonight after Rangers 1-1 draw in Lyon to round off our Europa League campaign. I was supposed to be in Lyon and I'm not bitter, but unfortunately the trip got cancelled and there wasn't time to rearrange it after this farce with Lyon. So I think, like a lot of Rangers fans, I was hoping there'd be a wee bit of revenge on the park for us. But Lyon, fantastic side as we know, really a Champions League side, and 5 wins out of 5 going into this tonight. But Rangers, of course, were qualified as well, meaning we could make changes. We've got a huge match on Sunday against Hearts, and the manager made 6 changes to the team that played at the weekend. Good to see Ryan Kent back, and I have to say, overall, I think Rangers were worth a point tonight. I thought, Lyon made a lot of changes as well, but they still have quality players. They've got the likes of Shakira, Dembele, she's a brilliant player, Itambi. They're not short of quality in the squad, so it was always going to be a big challenge regardless. And I thought that in the opening 20, Rangers were quite deep without giving a lot away. There was one chance, a slight mistake by Calvin Bassey, which was not in keeping with the rest of his performance, where he got caught between stepping out and going with Dembele. He did neither, and Dembele ran through in goal but couldn't control it, and John McLaughlin cleared. But after that, this is what I like about Calvin Bassey, he learns immediately, and then afterwards made sure he was always giving himself time and space, and then for the rest of the night he had Dembele in his pocket. Absolutely did. Turns out it's not as easy playing against real defenders as it is playing against Rob Kiernan, etc. So from that, Rangers, I thought, began to settle into it, began to make a few half chances with Ryan Kent, excellent, and then would take the lead just before half time. Brilliant bit of play by Ryan Kent on the left hand side. Glenn Kamara breaks from midfield, cuts back on the line, losing the defender, cuts it back to the edge of the box, and there's Scott Wright. His shot's on target, but huge deflection and it goes in. These things happen, and would happen to us 10 minutes later. So, talk about balance. The universe restores itself quite quickly. I actually felt we were worth it at half time. In the second half, we didn't start well, possibly more due to Lyon starting with a lot more intensity and moving the ball about quicker. And as I say, rather brilliant young player, Sherky, he got them back into it when Borna could have been a wee bit tighter on him. I thought done more to prevent the ball coming across, which is a shame because, again, I thought Barisic overall was solid defensively. And he hammers a good cross across and it hits Calvin Bassey and goes in for 1-1. And at that point, you're maybe thinking, but I thought Rangers retained their shape and solidity. And that's big for me because a few weeks ago, this was a side that any time a team attacked us, and far worse teams in Lyon, you got the sense that, we could be in trouble here, and you felt that the defence felt like they could be in trouble here, but there's much more composure and solidity to them. And I think when you make 6 changes to your team and you still have good organisation, then that's a sign of good coaching, and it's a sign of the work that's been done on the training ground. Don't get me wrong, Lyon from set pieces were still dangerous. They had a header that really should have been in. And then a few minutes later, men on the post. How often does I sit here? It's immutable. It's a fact. It's the law. It's like gravity. Men should be on the post at set pieces. And when you've got Stephen Davis, who must have kept out about 896 goals for Rangers over his spells with us, he was there to clear it off the line, and that ensured that we would get a point. Could have maybe nicked it towards the end, couple of half opportunities, some good crosses across the box with no one there to finish. But then Lyon will probably point to a mistake from Nathan Patterson in the last minute that let them in on goal, but they couldn't finish. And yeah, look, 190 grand for the point, well-deserved point. But more importantly, I think it was about just keeping the momentum going since Gio came in. Things have been going really well, and this keeps it going. It didn't matter, we know that, but we could have gone there and got a battering, and then it's just a dent in the confidence. And instead, we've gone, had a really creditable display and got a good result. So I'm very pleased. And now it's all roads lead to Edinburgh as we got to take on Hearts and Gorgie on Sunday. Massive game. They're going well. They're a good side. They'll make it tougher as they always do, and we'll need to be at our best. But the start under Gio, we honestly couldn't have asked for any more. So I'll talk to you again on Sunday. Until then, have a fabulous weekend, and here's to the Gers, and we'll see you for the next round of the Europa League as we go into the last 24, try to qualify for the last 16. It's not just as easy to qualify for the last later stages of the Europa League. Trust me, you don't need to look too far to find a side who couldn't. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.